Hi, I'm Claire and this is my husband Nick. We met in an online chat room in 2001 and ended up getting married in 2006. We're a fairly normal, hard-working couple. We love travelling and enjoying a drink or two. In early 2020, we decided we wanted a whole new life-changing challenge. So we said goodbye to our jobs. We sold our Wiltshire farmhouse. We packed up our things and made the move to France. In early 2001, I went back to the UK to finalise our house sale and pick up my Aga. I was on Facebook on an Escape to the Chateau fan club page when I saw this advert. I messaged Nick the advert. Curiosity got the better of him and he went and arranged a viewing. With the instructions from me, I trust your judgment. If you think I'll like it, put in an offer. The offer was accepted and we finally got the keys on the 10th of June 2021. Join us and our dogs, Merlot and Flora, as we renovate our Maison de Maitre. It's the 2nd of January and we're a day late for our annual dog walk on the beach. But we've left the house, finally. Haven't we, Merlot? Yes, we have. And we're all very excited, aren't we? Are we, Merlot? Are we excited? Yeah? Flora, are you excited? And before we go for our walk, we have taken our dogs to Burger King. And you're going to have some lovely, lovely chicken nuggets. Because they're one of your favourite things, aren't they? They love a chicken nugget. They love a chug nug, don't you? Chicken nuggets. Has Daddy gone for them? Merlot, chicken nuggets. Daddy's gone for them.
We got any hungry dogs?
Are you ready for your chicken nuggets?
Chug nug.
Oh, oh, oh.
Did you
Oh,
give that one to
Flo.
Merlot? Here's yours, it's bigger.
Do you want your second nugget? There's your second nugget. Do you want your other nugget, Merlot? Want your other nugget? There we go. Enjoy your nuggies. Happy New Year from the beach. Yay! And nice. Everyone happy? Merlot! Of course, we had to start off the new year with our annual beach day with the doggies, and we had a really good time. But now it's time for our year in review. So here's some of our highlights of 2022. It's been really, really hard work editing this video so far because there's been so many points to show you. We started off January 2022 with, of course, a small project. Never. No, Nick decided to go and do the roof of the Jeet and retile the whole roof with occasionally help from my dad.
Quite a murky, misty morning here. Not actually that cold today. Next few days are forecast to be dry, so I'm going to make a start on this side of the roof, and as you can see, it's in pretty poor shape. Most of the tiles are already slipping, but I'm going to take them all off. Then we've got the boards underneath there. Take them off, and then felt it, and then retile it with the same tiles that we did on the other side. Well, I'm making progress. Nearly halfway there. Yep, back again. I'm making good progress. Today I'm on my own. My gopher has stayed at home. And it was meant to be bright sunshine, but it has been like this all day. I am absolutely frozen, but this roof won't go on by itself, so there we go. One roof finished. Yay!
January then marked another momentous occasion in the history of the Maison de Maitre by having the first electric light fitted into the building for over 40 plus years.
So this is the light fitting in the kitchen that I'm trying to get a cable to. So this is a room above the kitchen. Conveniently, somebody had previously cut the floorboards, which were therefore easy to remove. You can see cables from one era there, cables from another era there, all of which are broken, knackered, unsafe, not working anyway, and going to unknown destinations. So the light fitting I put up there will in due course become one of our bathroom light fittings with lots of sparkly bits of glass on there, but I'm not putting those on with the amount of dust that we'll have to clean off one day, and it's the only modern light fitting we've got. I don't want to put up one of the ancient ones and blow the house up because it's so old. So I put up the new light fitting, I've wired it in, and I've given Claire the controller. As you can see, she's not wired into anything. When I give the word, would you like to click your button? 3, 2, 1.
Oh, it works. We then had the arrival for the first visit of the year from Nick's parents in January. There we go. Granny and Grandpa Butcher are here. And last but by no means least, I did my first ever shutter. I've finally finished my first pair of shutters, and as you can see, they are a lovely colour of anthracite grey. Now if you come over here, you'll notice this is the thing that I was having the most trouble with, was this mechanism where it obviously turns. It's actually hard to make sure that you paint the whole thing. So, one down and only however many more to go.
I lose count, I'm out of fingers.
I don't want to count. January flew by and all of a sudden it was February. Things were happening at quite a steady pace. The wash house water pump was removed.
Tall time. Don't we on the camera?
I'll hammer it.
You play it. That come on. Well, that was fun. We now don't have a pump there and have a pump in bits over here. Whatever we end up doing with that, don't know. No rest for the wicked. Here we go.
And the floor was laid.
Well, I've laid the panels, double thickness here, single thickness here, and none here, where the floor tapers up to the corner over there, which is the highest point. So a good amount of insulation, not over all the building, but we'll have limited headroom if I keep going higher and higher. Concrete is being mixed. And we're doing this little patch first. This is where the shower base is going, which is going to be a different height to everywhere else. Well, we've reached the end of the day, and well, that line that we've reached across there, that's where the walls will be built across to the bathroom. So we've reached a kind of natural point of stop, and
also work was made on the basin to the first ensuite that was going to be put in the Maison de Maitre.
that is wonderful. The basin is sitting firmly on the worktop. I've not overcut it in any way. I am really pleased with that. So now I need to cut a hole for the worktop. I'm not sure if I've got the right diameter drill for that, but that is how that is going to look.
March came along, and one of the first things that we managed to do was get the billiards table, the huge heavy French billiards table, collapsed and partly out of the Maison de Maitre.
So one of the treasures of this house that was left to us was this French billiards table, particularly a French one because it has no pockets, so you don't pot balls into a pocket. You do some kind of snookering thing, and in times gone by, I think some French people had a lot of fun in here with this table. For us, it's actually a little bit too big for this room. It really needs recovering. A lot of the cloth is ripped, and we need to get it out of here. Well, we've undone the bolts, and lo and behold, the end of the table has come off. So it reveals actually the felt on the main part of the table is just tacked along here, so that should be quite easy to recover when it's reassembled or before it's reassembled. So what we're going to do now is carry on going around the rim of the table and remove all of these bolts, which will get all the side pieces taken off. Claire's doing a wonderful job.
Yeah, she is. Nice to see you doing a bit.
Well, you know, down we go.
Oh, they don't make them like this anymore, do they?
No.
Or maybe they do, I don't know. I have no idea.
Work continued in the laundry, and the windows went into the building.
So I thought I'd make a start on fitting the windows today. The first thing I've done is removed the two panes of glass, or the leaves from the frame, and then I just offered the frame up to the opening and it's far too wide, and I've just measured it and it comes out at 85 centimetres. Now that to me says 80, not 85, but then when we look at the small print, the little drawing, oh, the real dimensions. We're making progress. A bit more to do. Hello, I think we've been to the same makeup artist today. It's a really good look.
I love belt sanding.
Do
I
you?
really do.
You should try grinding or cutting with a disc cutter some nice sort of concrete stony stuff.
I grind all the time.
I've heard about it. Well, that's number 4. That went in. Yes, I had to cut a little bit of the stone away to fit it, but went in relatively easily, and so I'm on to the last window now, and yep, just like the other big one down there, needs a lot of stone cutting away. The last window is in. Been getting better at this as I've been going along.
And of course, not overlooking the fact that Nick was starting to press on with doing the first ensuite bathroom in the Maison de Maitre.
So now Claire and I have finalised the tiling scheme in this downstairs bathroom. I can get on and start putting the battening up and lining the walls. I'm going to basically be putting these timbers up the wall, which is giving some space behind it for electrics and plumbing. So at the moment I've been boxing off to be able to conceal all the pipe work in this ensuite. And good progress again today. I've fitted onto the wood for where the shower tray is going. I fitted a hole for the shower waste to go through, and I've started to build the dividing wall which will separate this ensuite from the cloakroom. 2 each.
Right, here you are, hold up. Wants to be on that edge.
Okay, lower it down. Finger at the end. Lower it down. Keep lowering it down. Keep lowering it down. Okay, get your finger down.
That's me.
Has everyone got all their fingers left? All
Yeah.
Six on each hand, yeah?
6 on each hand.
You sit down, I've got time.
April rolled round and our friend Mel came to visit. Hello darling, I'm here! It was great because my dad helped with getting the door onto the wash house.
Well, the star of the show today is father-in-law.
And he's going home.
Who looks quite dusty already. I've just come out and he's just started to attack the door frame. So what we're doing, and that's that bit. Father-in-law's just cutting some wedges to hold it in place, but we've offered it up, a little bit of adjustment to one of the sides, but the door frame is within the allocated space, so that's really good. And we managed to get the door to shut. So, darling, I see you're toasting the arrival of a door. How does it make you feel?
Amazing.
Right, moving on. Belle Mare.
Yeah.
Uplifting.
Uplifting.
Bloody marvellous. But I'm sick of dust.
Are you? Well, sorry about that. And me.
How do you
Yay!
feel?
Overjoyed that we now have door and windows and...
More work happened in the Maison de Maitre in the ensuite bathroom.
The tiling has started. So these are the tiles that Claire has chosen for this room. They're quite nice actually, I like them. They're not particularly flat. They have a bit of a shape to them. And there you have it. Got up to that level. Around to there, around to there. And started down here. There you have it. It's all grouted. Wiped off. I'm going to have to polish it up more because it's still dry. You can see down here with this dust on the surface of the tiles. I do need to polish them off once it's all dried. But I'm really pleased with that. I think I've chosen a good colour of grout to just be a little bit of a contrast against the grey tiles. It's a very pale grey anyhow. So yeah, this is what I've done. I fitted the toilet, and better than that, not only does it flush, touch wood, there's no leaks either, so whoa!
And in April, we decided to take a break and drive to Spain. On our visit to Spain, we did a whole tour. We went to Benidorm, we went to the Alhambra, we went to Malaga, we stayed in Velas Malaga, and on the way back we went to Madrid, where we saw our friend Ruben and got to see what his farm was like. Sadly, when we got home, the inevitable happened.
Well, we had a lovely holiday, which was really for our 16th wedding anniversary. I didn't feel too great on the way home, so Claire drove all the way from Madrid back home last Sunday.
Woohoo!
And then we picked up the dogs on Monday.
I didn't feel too good.
You didn't feel too good, and then somebody suggested our heavy colds might have been something more severe, so we took one of those tests and yeah, we're both positive.
In May, we recovered, eventually doing small jobs to try and help us get on the way. Also during May, it started to get time critical that we finished our first room in the Maison de Maitre because Nick's parents were coming to stay at the end of May. So I've finished sanding the floor, and now I'm going to shut the windows and I'm going to start staining the floor. Stain! Shake the tin!
Ben's going in.
Yeah.
Putting together. Need to find the rest of it, but yeah.
Videos! The end of May, Nick's parents arrived and we did our first room reveal. The bedroom in the downstairs of the Maison de Maitre. You reach the first bathroom of the property. This is an absolute gem of a room. Again, fantastic wallpaper. And a lovely basin and toilet. This room has a view out onto the front wall garden. So you've just got back from the airport.
Just arrived back here with Mum and Dad before we let them ruin the room.
Ruin?
Fill it with luggage, and yeah, there's a fair amount of luggage. They don't travel light. We thought we'd show you the room.
Yeah.
So come on in. Come on then. So here we have the ensuite shower room.
You finally got the basin and the waste all sorted.
Yeah, and we have hot and cold running water.
Oh.
It's cold, hold on. Oh, now it's hot.
Yay!
Yay! And no leaks. Yay! A very tall mirror, which leads the eye up towards the chandelier, which we have actually got lots of gems to go on there, but we haven't put them on yet. And then the shower in the corner, and the radiator. Now, admittedly, we haven't yet plumbed in the radiator, but it's a useful towel rack for now. What I like is we can sit on the loo with the window open and have a lovely view of the garden and the fields beyond.
Really, really pleased with this.
Oh, wow!
Oh, isn't this gorgeous? Oh, Claire. I thought the room was going to be the one you stepped straight from your kitchen into.
No.
Oh, it's lovely. Really lovely. Wow.
June came along, and with Nick's parents still here, we had a little bit more time off to spend with them. We were still doing our jobs at the time, but we'd also arranged a surprise for them in the form of my brother-in-law and nephew coming to visit.
That surprise happening.
Your surprise is happening now.
It's the middle one. It's the middle one.
Oh, for goodness sake. Oh, you're excited, sir. Oh, isn't that wonderful? Oh, oh dear. Oh, look at this.
No.
What have you done? Where's the others?
It's just the two.
Oh, just
Ages, just to us.
Yay!
Enormous.
Hello, you must be 28 by now.
You must have very sore bottoms, actually. Been up and out a few times.
June also marked us getting our hens. After doing up the chicken or hen coop, it was really, really nice. I'm now at the stage where I've cleaned out the inside and I've swept everything. Still some cobwebs left on the ceiling, but I'm not too worried about that. But what I'm going to do, I'm just going to go around and I'm going to quickly give the walls a once over with some white paint. I finished doing the white paint. I think there's more white paint on me. But it's so hot, I'm just sweating. I've also added this truly inspirational message to the wall of, I dream of a world where chickens can cross the road without having their motives questioned. I added a framed picture of the rooster foghorn leghorn for them because they are ladies and they'd probably like a little bit of eye candy.
That's all the birds inside the cage now.
So we got 4 hens in the end.
It's not dinner.
It's not dinner. No. Come out. Here we go.
There, got 2 eggs.
Twins.
Oh, they're big ones. Oh, they're warm. It also marked the month where we did our second big reveal, which was the cloakroom reveal. Even with it being the smallest room in the house, this took some work.
There's 2 finished panels you can see over my shoulder. So I'm just continuing around the room. The cloakroom toilet that I have plumbed in. We will be decorating this panelling, but we've got some visitors due who it will mean that having another working toilet will be a bonus. Now we do have to decorate here, but just look at this.
Well, for somebody who's never wallpapered, I think I'm doing quite well. It is quite frustrating because my assistant forgot that you should really sand the walls in here. But it's looking quite cool.
You've put a Rudy up there, the naughty one, next to somebody that's really not naughty.
It's now time to paint the panels in the cloakroom. And there's a few, and they're quite well done.
Welcome to the smallest room in the Maison de Maitre.
July kind of came out of nowhere with no warning, and it was great because again we had another visitor. We had our friend Martin who came, and he was actually really helpful in helping us out with some odd jobs here and there as well.
Hello. Hello. You alright? Alright.
Well, I suppose snails could go with beer.
Oh, there we go. Oh my god. Where did the rest of yours go? Mine was about a metre long.
You got everyone presents. July was also the month of the shutter. Wow, I have never done so much work on so many shutters before or ever in my life, and I actually hope to never again. So I made myself my own shutter workshop sign. And here they are, cleaned and ready to go. Happy Monday afternoon from the Shutter Workshop and a fresh new week. Let's get this lot on the go. Woohoo! One, two, three. And there we go, all of the shutters on the front of the Maison de Maitre completed and in place. And it was also Nick's trip to go to Spain to help his mum and dad pack up their holiday home in Spain and bring all of the bits back to the Maison de Maitre. Of course, maybe with a little stop for shopping on the way home.
Well, en route to Spain, I've had a good run down as far as Bordeaux, and I'm obviously here at the wrong time because everyone else has decided to come here at this time, so we have a little bit of a traffic jam. Well, just before we go down for dinner, I thought I'd have a look out the window, and that's not bad, is it? Cheers. Well, I've made it. Dad actually arrived about a quarter of an hour before me, and he's just reparking the car because I've taken up the big space in front of the villa. I'm busy packing up bedding and things like that, and Dad's just decided to do his nails. And it's a lovely evening. It's starting to cool down now, and look at that. Look at what a beautiful sight that is. All the bougainvillea. Oh, Dad's there as well.
I thought it was me you were talking about.
Of course. What a lovely evening. Well, here we are, final day. I've got a little bit of space there, so I can take some booze back from Spain to France. Well, just before I go across the border back into France, I've been instructed to stop off at this particular supermarket and stock up on some booze, and well, look at the size of these. That's a 4.5 litre bottle of whiskey.
Hello. Is that a nice drive?
Oh, it's lovely.
Yeah?
Little pheasant for you.
Wow. Oh my goodness. How many litres?
3, I think this is.
3 litres of vodka. Fantastic. And of course, to finish July off, we had a really nice time with my brother-in-law, my sister-in-law, my niece and nephew visiting, and the Short family. We had a great time.
Well, finally the sun is coming out. Guess where we are? And we've come to have lunch at Chez Bob. And this is everyone that's here.
Cheers! And not forgetting, in July, our resident Hoopy bird. Wow. August was incredible. We had our friends John and Sue come to visit, and again, they helped out an incredible amount. Gates were painted, safes were removed. Wow. Wow.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Nick.
Thank you, Sue. Wow.
Didn't even need that bit of wood.
And of course, having John around, we asked him his advice on something that we'd found in the house. Then he confirmed that it may or may not be live.
Your diagnosis, please.
Looks like it's been fired. What's inside?
Oh.
No.
There's no money in there either, so that's no good.
But this hasn't been fired.
What's that?
This is a shell.
Oh.
That's only the propellant.
Oh.
This hasn't been
So you
fired.
drop that, it goes bang.
Might do. I don't know. It depends what it's got. But it's got a winding fuse here. I'd be very careful with that.
And work started on the courtyard. Did you know that on this set of railings there are 166 downward rails, and once you've painted the front of them and the back of them, that comes to 332 of these things. In September, we were ready to give you our courtyard reveal, which was really nice after a good few weeks of work in baking heat. It was completed, and we also managed to get to meet a lot of people with being outside next to the road and seeing so many people walk past.
There you go, I've brought the plants through, set them out along the fence. Approval has been granted, so let's get them in the ground. Well, I'm guessing there, but that's load number 2 finished, so I better go back and get load number 3, and then I think I'm going to need load number 4. God, and it's job done.
When you've got both sets of doors open and you're stood at the end of the corridor, I've got to say that there is a lovely cool draft that comes through. So about an hour on, and I've managed to strip a lot of it back to, I'd say it's like a cornflower blue. I don't think it was the original colour. I think it could have been navy, but it's just faded. Anyway, I'm just going to keep going really. It just needed that tiny, tiny little something. And I think it looks good. Just one of those tiny, tiny little things of finishing touches. It's all in the detail.
So here is our courtyard reveal. And the thing we haven't costed is our time and effort, but we're really happy with the outcome, aren't we?
I think we're priceless. We also found our mystery floorboard upstairs.
Pour casse et dans la mélasse. Glue 1928.
And last but not least, September marked the reveal of all of my work on the cart. So here we go, one last look before this all changes. I'd previously tried to start on this last year and I got sidetracked by other things, mainly shutters. So yeah, I had cleaned it all off earlier this year and I'd also treated it for woodworm. Yeah, here goes. So they don't seem to make Haynes manuals for vintage carts. Never mind. And there we go, look at that. I'm not even a massive fan of horses, they're lovely, but yeah, not for me, but the cart's done. October was definitely a memorable month and it was finally addressed the point of when we moved in we found some ammo up in the attic and we eventually had the bomb squad turn up.
Because look here,
Yes.
the belt,
Yeah.
ceinture.
Our friend said there would be lines
Yes.
if it went through a gun.
Yes.
Yes.
So inside, I think we have
Okay.
explosive inside.
Yeah.
So we
What will you do with it?
we
Ah, ce qu'on va faire, we're gonna explode it after.
with a lot of other shell
Okay.
in a special place.
Okay.
And,
Yes, it appears that that could have caused some damage. So yeah, two men from the bomb squad just been in and well, they've left us the bottom of the shell, but taken the top. It's an anti-aircraft
Yeah,
thing.
lots of work continued in the Jeet with walls, electrics, all sorts. I made some epic fashion choices in October, and I also managed to get part of the garden completely redesigned. So my aim for the next few hours is just to start hacking back all of this. If you missed Paris Fashion Week, I have recreated it for you. You can see the stylish designs of the autumn winter look. And also it is waterproof, meaning you can come outside and continue gardening. Back out here again today, and I'm ready to tackle this corner. Woohoo! So I got rid of all of the leaves, I got rid of a load of all of the scrub and undergrowth that was there. I've lined it with a membrane so that the weeds don't pop up. There are 3 hydrangeas, and there's a couple of plants along here that were already in the border. These 3. There was a tree stump there that I kept because I thought that was quite smart. And I do believe that that is a bay tree because it smells lovely. But yeah, look at that, isn't it bright? 2 coats on the end of the building, and then an extra coat at one part where Merlot decided to jump up. And finally for October, work started on the pool. We're still amazed at how big this thing is, and we've not been swimming in it yet. It's just been a bit too brr.
Big one.
It's in!
It's big.
That's what she said. We also, in October, received a nice little family heirloom from my mum and dad to go in front of the Maison de Maitre, which just kind of gave it a really nice finishing touch. So behind me we have an urn. Now, Mother Dearest, can you tell me a little bit about this urn? Where's it come from?
It came from Kinross in England. We had a garden centre there called Kinross Water Gardens.
And how long, you had Kinross for what, 20
years.
20 years?
Yes.
And this is one of the things that you brought from England to France for your garden, isn't it?
Yes.
But now you're passing it along the family line for safekeeping,
Aren't you the lucky one?
And I think it's going to look pretty good, isn't it?
Pretty damn good, yes.
Yes, so...
Oh my God. Onto there, and then we're halfway up. Lean it back. Yeah. Let's do that. Yeah. Way! I like the way we talked that through before we just did it.
No one. Just, don't rock it too much, or you'll upset it.
Sorry. Really sorry.
And there we go. One completed family heirloom urn in front of the Maison de Maitre. Dawson Landscaping is still available for a premium fee. Do email or comment below. In November, things really started to motor along very, very quickly. The Jeet bathroom was being tiled at a really rapid rate by Nick.
And it's going up. So there we go. That wall on the left is now finished. That wall I need to now do inside the boxing. And this wall is finished apart from it down there, and then that wall needs to be finished off along there. Made a bit of progress today. I finished off fitting the toilet, so this is now a usable toilet. And I've painted the ceiling again, refitted the extractor cover, fitted the downlights, assembled and fitted the shower, which is working.
The front walled garden of the Maison de Maitre was scraped back and gravelled. So after all of the work that was done while I was away, I would give him a strong 8.5 out of 10. A higher number would have been given in the scoring and ratings, but one thing was removed that was not meant to be removed, wasn't there?
No.
Yes,
No.
yes.
No.
Giant Mexican orange blossom bush.
No.
Was about here. Wasn't meant to go anywhere.
No. You're imagining it.
I started work on the temporary dining room. So I'm moving around the room, aren't I? And what am I doing?
Stripping.
For free.
The wallpaper.
For free. I was actually going to say making progress. You're the smutty one today. Better go make him lunch. I think with all of the stripping things, I think I'm going to make you some tuna. I also decided that it was a great idea to paint our kitchen. I've decided that I've had enough of this kitchen. I can't get rid of the kitchen because we don't have the time at the moment, and there's no point in doing it, but we're going to keep these kitchen units. But what I want to do to this room this week, I want to give it a lick of paint, just to make it a bit more like something that I would actually like to live in. Then it was December and it was battle stations. We were on a really short deadline of trying to get everything finished by the time the family arrived on the 22nd of December. We were working 14-hour days. We weren't very nice to each other at times. We're okay now. We managed to get everything done in a nick of time, and we were really pleased with the results. Nick managed to finish the whole of the Jeet, including fitting a kitchen, fitting a wardrobe. We both managed to get the whole thing kitted out with everything it needed: beds, bed linen, tables. I'm not going to show you all of the hidden works behind it, but I will show you the before and after because it's been so recent in one of the videos.
This is absolutely super. It's much better than in the film.
Good, good.
I can't believe it.
Your son built a house.
I
Do you remember coming in here
yes.
and seeing the old fireplace was here?
Yep. Yes.
And there was a big concrete trough
Yes.
over there.
Yes.
And there's a doorway out there.
Oh, Claire.
I've built the Jeet.
We do have your pictures.
It's just
I can't believe you've developed all these skills.
Your picture. The other huge thing in December was, of course, finishing the temporary dining room in time for Christmas Day. Again, I'll show you the before and the after video. I won't go into details because it was last week's video. We finished 2022 absolutely knackered. We had a great time with the family over Christmas. It was nice to have everyone. It was nice to see everyone go. And after working pretty solidly for the last 2 months, we sat down and it was fantastic. We just did absolutely nothing. I think we even sat in silence for the first 48 hours, occasionally grunting, tea, beer, wine. That was it. That was all the conversation. That was all we needed. I can also honestly say I have never ever spent so much time in so many Brico shops. But we've had some great antics and some great laughs while we've been in them.
Go, go, go!
Go, go! Honey,
Yes, dear.
I've got something for you. It's my loose screw. Boo! Always leave the lid down. And here we have the male in his natural habitat. Man shopping for the second day in a row in another Brico shop. The look of confusion on its face suggests it's pondering. The traffic cone behind me is €12.90, which I think is a blatant rip-off. If you're drunk enough, you can go and pick one of these up anywhere on a Friday night in the UK for free. A closed seat is a happy seat. I've decided to branch out on things that you can do in Brico shops apart from put the toilet seat lids down. You can creatively rearrange the teddy bears to do naughty things. And Nick's just passed wind and nearly killed some poor Frenchman that walked past that actually commented on the smell. It was hideous. Never forgetting this year the antics of Merlot and Flora. Merlot's had a great year truffle hunting. Merlot seems to be doing some truffling this evening. I think you found one, haven't you? Oh. Merlot, did you find a truffle? Merlot, did you eat half of the truffle? That is huge though. And you've been extra good this afternoon, and when you got home from the dog hotel, you found 2 more truffles, didn't you? 2 more truffles? Well done. They've both had some fantastic dinners.
Well, today is International Dogs Day, you may know that, and these two are having a treat at the table.
And what are they having for dinner?
They're having steak tartare. I don't get steak tartare. They're having steak tartare.
Who's going first? Merlot, you can go first. Good boy. Flora, here we go. Now, everyone enjoying their din-dins? Is it nice to be at the table? There has been some naughtiness. What's going on here? What are you doing? I went in the shower. What have you done? Who was it? Was it you? Or was it you? Another pair of my pants. What's going on here? Stop eating my blooming underwear. Flora, what are you doing? Flora, that is the 2nd pair of my pants you have eaten this week. Please stop eating my pants. That is bad, Flora. And I'm not wanting to go to bed. Sorry, Nick.
Bedtime, come on. Come on, you. Oh. And you, madam, come here. Come on. It's gone all floppy. Come on. Come on.
I don't think they want to go to bed in the kitchen.
Roll it over. Yeah.
I think they want to stay here.
Yeah.
Love you, doggy.
Wow, what a year that was. Made a lot of progress considering for most of the time it's just the 2 of us.
Exactly. Anyway, on to the pressing matter of wine of the week.
Before we do that, we're going to announce the winners of the competition.
Yes, we've decided now that we're going to have not 1, but 2 winners of this competition. I've been through my boxes and I've discovered there's some more wallpaper. And after the great response we've had from everyone, and thanks for subscribing and commenting, yep, we're going with 2 winners. So
they are Helen Lane and Christine Greenhill. So yay! We'll need you to send us an email with your address so we can send it on to you.
We will get in touch with you via your comment below. Please get in touch with us and we will sort it out for you.
Well done.
Congratulations.
So now, without further ado,
is our first wine of the week of the year. Now, it's not a wine, it's a cognac, but we are in the cognac region, aren't we?
And it's made from grapes.
It is.
It was wine at one point,
yes,
before being distilled.
But this is something that I actually like, which is dangerous for you. This is Jeet Pasquet organic cognac, and this one is 7 years old.
Excuse me. Jean-Luc Pasquet.
Yeah.
That's exactly okay.
Was it too northern? Anyway, it goes very well on its own or with a tiny little bit of ice. Oh. So you can probably tell by the clock behind us, it is the afternoon here.
Yes, we've not just had a meal or anything.
No.
It's just a mid-afternoon.
Triple.
Almost like an aperitif.
Yeah. So, thank you to everyone who entered the competition. Thank you to everyone who watches, whether you be an old subscriber, a new subscriber, or someone who just clicks and enjoys watching. You can find more about us on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter, or on our website, where you can find our blogs as well at
www.theexpatbutchers.com.
There we go. And if you've already not subscribed or liked this video, please give it a like and consider subscribing. It really does give us a little bit of help.
Thank you very much.
Anyway,
Until next week.
thanks for watching, and we will see you next Sunday. Cheers. Oh, that'll put hairs on your chest, love.
Hope not.